Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you, it's for us. The fantasies, no one can judge us, no one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Shay Baby, and welcome to the Brown Book series. This next young lady that I'm interviewing today, I mean, oh my gosh, she is such a delight. She's so freaking sweet. She just all that, I just when you talk to her, well, when y'all listen to me talk to her, you're gonna pick up on the same sweetness that I did too. She's Amazon's best-selling author, Miss Brittainy Cherry. Hi, Brittainy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, darling?
I'm good. I'm so excited to chat with you. It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Girl, you excited? Let me tell you, because I tell all my business here. It took us forever. We was like, okay, look, we're gonna do this day. Like, oh man, wait. I'm like, Brittainy, I'm sorry, can we reschedule? Like, girl, yeah. Then you like, oh, shake hands. Like, girl, listen. I feel like we're family now. We got this. We're gonna
Right. Great. We sent enough emails. Now we're related. We are fam.
Exactly. We're a family and it's all good. But I'm so super excited that we're finally able to sit down and chat and I can get all into your business, girl. What you doing? What you got going on up there, Miss Brittainy?
Yeah. So there's always something going on. I'm based in Wisconsin.
Okay.
But I got my vaccine a few weeks ago, so I've been able to travel a little more, which is exciting because I love travel. And now I'm just working on my next release, which comes out. One comes out in July, and then another one comes out in August. So I'm
Now,
just
girl.
with that.
Okay, so before we get into all these books, honey,
Yes.
let me just tell your business real quick. You was in Aruba. Okay, so
Aruba.
I'm trying to get my bestie. She's just like, because we're both, vaccinated, we're good. But she's just like, I don't know. I'm still, so I was like, Brittainy, you're going to Aruba. How is it? So how was your trip?
Oh, it was so good. So I went with 2 doctors too, which just makes you feel safer about
We should have went with y'all.
Right. My sister is a pediatrician and her best friend is a doctor too. So we went down there. It's super safe. Everyone down in Aruba, the hotels, the resorts, super safe. They do have a curfew. Everything's shut down at like 9 p.m., which is fine. You could stay at the resort and go to the pool there until whatever time. But it was so fun and relaxing. We hung out with the flamingos and we we went on a sub to the bottom of the ocean and sat on the ocean floor. That was crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Girl, yeah, you sound like you just smiling talking about it like you still there.
Right. I'm in cold Wisconsin now, but Aruba, the weather was like 85 each day, perfect, sunny. Oh.
I absolutely love that. Now, Brittainy, okay, how did you, first of all, well, 2-part question.
Yeah.
When did you know you wanted to become an author? 3-part question. Okay.
I'm ready.
How did you know? Because my mind be tripping. How did you know you wanted to become an author? Why romance? And how hard was it for you to get published?
Yes, for sure. So I knew I wanted to be a writer at a young age. I wrote my first book when I was 14, which was a romance.
Wait, hold on, Brittainy, girl. It was a romance?
It was a romance at age 14. It was like a high school young adult romance because that's who I was. So that's who I was. Yeah. So my mom's a writer. It's been in my family all my life. We grew up with the creative bug. So I've been writing romance novels, sweet novels since I was 14. And I knew I wanted, what was your next question? So that was one. Why romance? I've been obsessed with romance forever. Every rom-com that's ever came out, I've probably watched it 50 times. I just love the idea of love. I was a very shy kid. So instead of talking about boys, I would watch romantic movies or I would write my romance stories. And that's how I connected with love. And ever since then, it's been my go-to.
Oh my God. I love that. So how hard was it for you to get published?
So I self-published when I started writing. I was reading up on a few authors who came before me and reading their stories about how they started with self-publishing. I'm like, oh, this is something I can do maybe. And I remember my mom, I was living with her at the time, and she's like, just write a book and take your time. I'll support you regardless.
Aww.
And publish it. So my mom has been my biggest cheerleader. And I published my first book in 2013. So that went over. It was a good first release, I think. People were reading it that weren't my mother, which is always fine. And then I published 2 more books, and then I published Loving Mr. Daniels, and that's the one that kind of got the career going.
You know what? Now, girl, listen, you are in 18 countries.
Yeah.
Brittainy.
It's crazy.
How you get in 18 countries, girl? Some people can't even get into the town next door.
Right.
18 countries.
And I feel like the universe and God is on my side, because when I published Loving Mr. Daniels, I was still a nobody. Nobody really knew my name. People still don't know my name, which is cool. But like,
we know your name, girl. We know your name.
But Colleen Hoover shared that book, and it shot to the top 100 on Amazon out of nowhere, and that changed my life. And my agent that I have, who has gotten me into all these countries, she saw me on a top bestsellers list from that book, and she reached out. She said, "Hey, do you need an agent? I work in the foreign market," and blah blah blah. And that's how it happened for me. She just randomly came across me, and ever since then, we are a match made in heaven.
Oh, that is so freaking sweet, though.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And you was like, you did romances because you always been like a romantic at heart. I can picture you being so shy, though.
Oh my God, so shy. Like, even the idea of doing this interview a few years ago, I would have been like, oh no, thank you.
Really?
Yeah, I was super shy. I've just started breaking out of that because I want to challenge myself to do public things and do interviews and stuff like that. But I grew up with like a speech issue. So there are words that I trip over and words I get tongue-tied sometimes. So the idea of like speaking like this terrified me. But the best way to get past it is to do it. So just do it.
Girl, I get tongue-tied sometimes too, but I'm just country. And I talk a lot and I talk fast sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, da, 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 da. And they be like, slow down, Shay. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I have to slow myself down. Like, Brittainy, you're getting carried away. Pull back.
Yes, especially if I get excited, girl. I'll be like, oh, honey.
Yeah.
The struggles of it all. So, Brittainy, we're going to do our first segment here, the Brown Book series. It's called Name That Book. Okay. Where we give you like a passage or a synopsis or a character or something related to one of your books, and you have to name that book.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Okay.
I hope I know my books. Okay.
I think you're gonna know them, girl. I made them real easy. Okay. All right, name that book as part of the synopsis. Grayson East left his mark on me.
Eleanor and Gray.
Eleanor and Gray. Oh my God! Tell us a little bit about Eleanor and Gray.
Yeah, so Eleanor and Gray is one of my favorite books that I've written. It's a second chance love story. Yeah. They meet when they are young. Ellie is going through some very heavy, hard family issues, and Grayson is there to hold her hand through it. They separate, and then they meet up a few years later when she becomes the nanny to his children. Yes. And he is now not the fun, playful Grayson that she knew. He's hardened. He's been through a lot. So now she gets to help him find his way home again.
It is so awesome. I love that book too. All right, name that book. Now, this is a passage, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are you doing? You have your damn bags packed at the front door, Hannah. You are leaving.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm reading it. You are leaving. I'm like, who's Hannah?
You're leaving. I set the scene. The little boy was in there crying, trying to figure out why his mama.
Oh, it's Disgrace.
Disgrace.
See, I thought it was because in that book, Grace is leaving, like her husband is leaving her in the beginning. And I'm like, wait, but who's Hannah? That is Jackson's mother. Yep. Okay, Disgrace.
Jackson's mom. That book was sad in the beginning.
It was a heavy book. That's one of my favorite ones too. Actually, you're picking all my favorite ones, but
They're all my favorite.
Mhm.
That was crazy, and I could actually see that as a movie.
I would love that one as a movie.
Oh yeah, and then her husband was trying to, explain, and she just, girl, just I was like, oh my god, like this is just crazy.
It was a hot mess. Yeah,
It was a hot mess, honey. It was a hot mess. Okay, name that book character. Maggie May Riley.
The Silent Waters.
Girl, how you come up with that name, Maggie May? Maggie May.
Maggie May. It was based on a song by I can't even think of who sings that song. But and I was driving to Nashville with my sister. She was going to interview for her first pediatrician interview after she graduated, and we were driving, and there was this building called Maggie May, and I was like, oh, what a good name that is. And I think that's what led me to keeping that name.
I love that. Every time I look at it, I just start smiling. I'm like, this is so cute. Maggie May.
Maggie May.
Oh, Maggie May. All right, name that book. And you're going to get this one too. You're doing great with the naming of the books, girl.
I'm working on it.
Yes, name that book. All right. I once met a man on a cold Halloween night. He dressed as a superhero, and I dressed in red.
Eastern Lights, the newest baby. Yeah.
Yes, your latest novel, Eastern Lights. It's so cute. This book is so sweet.
That one was sweet. Connor is probably one of the sweetest characters I've read. So it was really fun creating.
Exactly. So, Brittainy, tell us a little bit about your latest novel without giving us too much of a spoiler.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about it.
For sure. So this story is about two people who meet. I love telling stories where they meet and then they separate a bit. But Connor meets his other half. He calls her Red because she's dressed as Little Red Riding Hood. They meet on Halloween night. They have the best night. She's going through a heartbreak. So he's like, I bet I can make you fall in love with me. And they see how that night goes, and they just go on these adventures. Then they meet up a few years later, and she's engaged to his work partner. And it gets a little crazy after that. But Eastern Lights is a story about self-healing, about self-love and friendship. I think it's a journey that a lot of people would enjoy. It's not as heavy. I don't think it's as heavy as my other books. There are heavy moments, but I think it's a very fun, sweet read.
It is. It is. It is. I was like, look at her. She's switching it up a little bit.
Switching it up. You got to switch it up.
Ain't nobody leaving for real. They, they're leaving, but they coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson's mama just left. Okay. So
just like, peace. I'm out.
I'm out. Like, honey, you can have the house and the little boy. It's a wrap. I'm out.
Right.
Poor baby. So, Brittainy, while you up there in Wisconsin writing your books and all that good stuff, how long does it take you to write a book?
So it depends on the book, but I say on average 3 to 4 months. I try to write 10,000 words a week.
Okay.
If that doesn't happen, I allow myself to struggle sometimes. I give myself breaks. But the fastest I wrote a book was in 3 weeks. That was The Gravity of Us. I wrote a completely different book, didn't like it, so I just started over. And that's how The Gravity of Us was born. So, but on average, 3 to 4 months.
Okay, 3 to 4 months. And then the whole publishing process for you from start to finish is how long?
About 6 months.
Okay, so you still indie published now, or are you with a traditional company? Or
for sure. So I'm a hybrid now. I have 2 books with Amazon Publishing.
Mm-hmm.
My next one, the mixtape, is releasing with them this July. It's in Kindle First Reads June 1st. So if you have Prime, you can get it a little early. It's a beautiful Black romance about a musician and a single mom, and their journey is just fun and powerful and important, I think. So I'm excited for that one.
I'm excited for that too. I was looking at a little bit of it. I said, look at the mixtape. Why you name it the mixtape?
Yeah, so the story behind that is quite interesting. There's I won't spoil it.
Okay.
But, in the story, they talk about how a mixtape, in the past, you used to make a mixtape for someone you love with songs that remind them of you. And the idea of the mixtape in this book is everyone has a personal mixtape of memories that tie you to your that ties your whole life together. You know, you have the highs and you have the lows. So in this story, you see each character's highs and lows in the songs that kind of attach to those feelings for them.
That's so sweet. I was thinking that, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
That's why we be asking all the questions, honey.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, Brittainy, let's bring us to our next segment in the Brown Book series called The Dirty Mind.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Where I give you dirty clues and you have to give me the clean answer.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna lose this game.
We're gonna see. Do you have a dirty mind?
I do.
You know, but you write that sweet romance.
I know. It's deceiving. I seem so innocent, but my mind is dark sometimes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I want to know. Are you gonna branch over? Go all the way over to the dark side. So we'll come into that. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the clues. Ready? First up, I am a protrusion that comes in many sizes. When I'm not well, I drip. When you blow me, you feel better. What am I?
When I'm not well, I drip.
Mm-hmm.
When you blow me, this is so inappropriate. Okay, let me think. Clear the dirty thoughts. Be clean. When you blow me.
You give the clean answer. Dirty thoughts. I am a protrusion that comes in many sizes. When I'm not well, I drip. When you blow me, wait a minute. When you blow me, you feel better. Look at that. My mind went dirty. Okay.
Well, in my head, I'm like, a candle drips. They come in different sizes, and when you blow it, it could feel better. I don't know.
A nose.
Oh, that makes sense. God, oh, I almost cursed. Yeah,
you can curse here.
Is
we curse here.
Oh, okay, good to know. I try so hard to watch my mouth sometimes. I'm like, "Ooh, okay, that's good to know."
Yeah, girl. I used to try it. Now I just let it go. I'm like, look, I'm sorry. If you get offended, hey, let me go and apologize in the beginning.
Right.
But yeah, no. Okay, next up. You're gonna get this one. This is real easy. Okay. I can't help but tickle. I sit on a man's face. I can be thick and bushy, thin and curly, or even shaved.
Oh, we are mustache urban.
Yes.
Hey,
she got it. All right. Two more. Next up. Two people grab my joint. You wish for a big piece. I'm a double boner.
Oh, you a wishbone.
I'm a wishbone. Hey, go on, Brit. Hey. You did that. Okay. Next one. I have an oozing hole. I shoot my rocks off. My shaft is hot and steamy.
Wait, what was the first clue again?
I have an oozing hole. I shoot my rocks off. My shaft is hot and steamy.
Oh, man. Yeah, everything about this is dirty in my mind. Okay. Oh, man.
I have an oozing hole. I shoot my rocks off. My shaft is hot and
You're a volcano.
I'm a volcano. Brittainy.
Hey,
let me find out.
Killing it out here.
You are doing it out here. Wait a minute. Okay, they told me we need to give you two more. Okay, you game?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay, this one is good. Bring a bag of me to a party and I'll disappear quickly. You might regret me after. I can leave white powder on your face.
Okay. probably not cocaine. Okay.
Not this time.
Oh.
Not this time. Bring a bag of me to a party and I'll disappear quickly. You might regret me after. I can leave white powder on your face.
It's some kind of food.
You sound like cocaine, though. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Listen, because people regret that. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I want to say like popcorn or something.
Okay. Final answer, popcorn?
Yeah, I'm going popcorn.
A donut.
I was gonna say a donut. God, I was like powdered donuts, but do they come in bags too?
Yes, a donut. Okay, last one. You are so great at this.
I'm trying.
All right. Whew. They make passes at friends. They keep touching their ball. They jam it in the hole to win. Dang.
Passes to friends.
They keep touching their balls.
Touching the balls.
They jam it in the hole to win.
I'm thinking soccer.
Oh, basketball player.
Oh, okay, that works. Okay.
You was close. You was looking at you.
Hey. I was like, all right, they kick the ball. Okay, you're right. That's basketball.
Yeah, basketball. I was like, jam into the hole to win, honey. That could be any man. What are you talking about? Yeah, I love that. Okay, Brittainy.
Yes.
So, do you ever think that you're going to switch over to a different genre, or is just romance your thing? That's it. That's all.
Yeah, so I have a few projects that are secrets that are a little different than romance, which I'm super excited about. I feel like as a writer, you don't want to like box yourself in. I think if you box yourself in, people don't really give you the room to grow. Right. And I think that really helps your creativity just to try something new. I do love romance, but I would also be down to try different types of romance, like actual dark romance or sci-fi romance and things like that, just to like expand my brain. But I do have a few books that are not romance at all, which are in the works. So we'll see how that goes.
Girl, let me find out you over there having menage a trois with werewolves and vampires.
Listen, never say never over here.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm telling you, because Angel, I would have slept with him over and over and over and over again.
You have good taste. Yep. And I are like Damon from Vampire Diaries.
Yes. Or Cole from Charmed. Like, I'm old school. Like,
Don't get me started on Cole from Charmed. I swear him and Phoebe were toxic, but they were one of the best romances.
I think so too. To this day, I'm like, yo, Phoebe, if Phoebe's sisters wasn't in the mix, Phoebe would have been all right with Cole.
They would have been happy. Oh, I love Cole Turner. Yeah.
I'm excited because I can actually see you writing stories like that. That would be hot.
Yeah, and I always love those stories. Like, I love reading them. I love watching them on TV shows and stuff. I love it. I love the bad boy angle too of like vampires or demons, and I don't know if that's like a bad thing, but I just love them.
I do too. Yeah, I do too. I'm all into it. I'd be like, girl, give me a bad boy any day. I'm with it. Speaking of bad boys, and all your characters, all the men in your characters in your book. I say your characters. All the men in your book. Give me two off the top of your head that you would just have a one night stand with, no questions asked.
Jackson from Disgrace.
All right.
He can get it. And who would be the second one? Like if they were bad boys or just any
of them?
Oh, Connor from Eastern Lights. I feel like he would listen to what I wanted. Like it would be a one night stand, but he would still like appreciate me. I feel like Jackson would just go be smoked.
Just be
which is great.
That's awesome. I think Jackson would too.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Now, let's just say a movie producer came to you today and said, hey, Brittainy, I want 2 of your books. Give me your best 2 books, what you want, and I'm going to make it happen. Which 2 books would you choose and why?
Yeah, I would pick Disgrace because I think the story, like, people can relate to it.
Thank you. Yes, Disgrace, please.
Mm-hmm. Please, whoever's watching, let me see that happen. And then I have one that I would like as a TV series. I think Eleanor and Gray would be a great TV series. Like This Is Us. We have the other characters, but outside of that, for a movie, I think The Gravity of Us would be great to watch. I would love to see that on film.
That's hot.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, Eleanor and Gray, how did you come up with their names?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, Grayson is one of my favorite names, period. I just love
I love the name too.
I love that name. So that one stuck out to me. And then for Eleanor, I think I went through a name book actually. For every book, I go through a name book. I pick one character and then I see what sounds best with it for the opposing character. And it just rolled off the tongue. Once I picked Grayson, I was like, okay, we call him Gray. What would fit well for a title? And it was like Eleanor and Gray. And I think it rolls off very easily. So
it really does. Then do you pick your own titles? Well, yeah, you do because you're hybrid now though. So do you have to like when you're your own person, your own, then you can do your own titles. But now that you're hybrid, do you have to sing your titles, through the publishing company? And do they have to be like, oh no, Brittainy, we don't want to do this? Or how does that work?
Well, yeah, for sure. I think I'm lucky because I work with one of the best editors in the world. She is a saint, and she doesn't change my story. She helps me dive deeper into them. And with the titles, I would send her a list of different titles. I'm like, okay, we can do this or this. And we always come together on the same one. But for me, my two hybrid or my traditional books, I was able to pick the title and she was like, yeah, we love that. Let's do that. So I'm very lucky.
Yeah, that is awesome when they can do it like that. I love it. Okay. We're here our next segment called Author's Moments, where we just ask you a bunch of random questions and you just give us, the answers as honest as you can.
All right.
All right, cool. Author's Moments. What's your most urgent priority for the rest of the year?
In like the writing career?
Both.
Balance is my most urgent. I want to have fun just as much as I want to push my career forward. I want to take chances on books that I've been afraid to write. I want to do those passion projects, and I want to explore my city and explore the world a little more and just try new things and put myself out there.
Okay, and you're doing that. You all over there rubbing things.
I'm working at it, yes.
Look at her. She's right. I ain't mad at you at all. All right, cool. Author's Moments. And being a novelist, what did you learn a little too late?
That you don't have to listen to everyone's opinion. That some authors work different than you do, and you don't have to do what they do to find success. That there are many different forms of success in this world of being an author, and that you just have to find your balance and stay true to yourself. I learned that a little late, but I learned it when I needed it the most, I think.
Yeah, as long as you know it now, that's all that matters.
Right, exactly.
All right, Author's Moments. What are you most grateful for right now in this moment?
My family being safe, and us all having a roof over our heads. I feel like after last year, you don't take those things for granted. And my friendships, my friends who understand me and how I am and how I can be a hermit crab and then show up randomly like, hey, I'm back. I'm grateful for my friendships who see me, understand me, and understand my boundaries just as a human.
Okay, look at you over there. Like, I don't want to deal with y'all today. Let me find out y'all anti-social, Brittainy.
See, I'm an equal split though. Like, I can go out and just go, and then I just need a weekend to like just sit and listen to old school music by myself and just chill.
Me too. I'm the same way. I can be the life of the party, then I'm like, okay, I'm going home, and I just need to sit here, read a book, have my headphones on, and just relax and do it.
Yep.
I love it. All right, let's see here. If you could have tea with any fiction character, who would it be? Any fictional character?
I would love Mr. Darcy. from the good old Jane Austen because he's so rude and like closed off. And I would just like to see like how I could break him down. I feel like the bad one in the book, like how can I make him like me? Like how can I break him down and like see his true colors? Because in the books, you know, the jerk characters, they always have that soft spot.
Yeah.
I would love to find Mr. Darcy's soft spot.
Yeah, that would be yeah.
It would
What
be
would you ask him though?
right. That's the thing too, because he's also a historical piece. So like he came from a different time. So I think I would just like ask him questions that no one else would ask him back then. You know, like just be very forward and see how it rubs him the wrong way and just like edge in that way.
Like what? Like what? Do you like doggy style or missionary or something like that?
Right. Great. Just to see his reaction. And I'm like, so do you like flip people or like top or bottom? Like what we doing? Like tell me. I ain't gonna tell nobody, don't worry. I won't ruin your rep. This is between you and me. Yep.
Right. It just yeah, that would be absolutely crazy. My God. Okay, Brittainy, at this moment, if you could sit down with your 15-year-old self, what would you tell her? I mean, you look like you're only 17 at the most now, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would tell myself to be easy and that you do not have to like be easy on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself so deeply. And you don't have to be friends with those people who don't treat you nice just because you're a people pleaser. You don't have to be a people pleaser. Please yourself sometimes and love yourself as much as you love others.
That's sweet. Yeah, I get that. My new motto is I am no longer smiling just to make you feel comfortable. Okay.
Thank you. I was on the airplane the other day and this guy said to me, you need to smile more. I'm like, sir, one, I'm wearing a mask. Two, I don't owe you my smiles.
Right. You don't deserve my smile.
Exactly.
A mess. He was just trying to pick you up. That's all that was. All right, Brittainy. Pen names, okay? What would your pen name be?
Chantel. Oh, Chantel something. Chantel. I like Chantel Marie.
Oh,
my middle name is Chantel.
Okay.
So I'm like, I wish I could. I like how Chantel Marie sounds. I just feel like it's clean, cut, but everyone thinks my real name is a pen name. They're like, your name's not really Brittainy Cherry. I'm like, yeah, I was born that way.
I was born with a pen name.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, Brittainy. I like Chantel Marie. Now, Chantel Marie, will she write sweet romance or what would she write?
Yeah, I think she would. Chantel Marie just sounds like sweet romance, right?
Yeah.
I would need a darker name like Star Black for like dark romance. I'm like, oh, that could Star Black, Star with 2 R's too, because that's badass.
You know what? That is badass. You should do that.
Right. That's a good name.
Look at you. Next thing will be like, okay, so coming to Star Black. Star Black also sounds like a stripper's name too.
Which is wonderful.
Isn't it?
I'll show up with like all my dark makeup and like a whip. Like, yes, I'm me. This is me.
Dominatrix feel. Yes. I love it. Yes. Oh yeah, girl. I can't wait to read that. You need to go and do that.
Real Housewives of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. It's like Candy's other side.
The reunion, yeah. Yes. Her reunion special outfit.
Right. Yep, exactly.
Okay, get you a dungeon and everything, girl. I love it.
Right.
We'll be there visiting. All right, on this moment, if you could master any instrument on earth, what would it be?
Guitar. I've tried the guitar so many times, and I would just love if I could actually play it. Because I think I just love the sound of it. I also love the drums. I think it's badass when like a female is playing the drums too, just killing it. I love it.
I love that. Okay, Miss Guitar. Hey. All right, so Author's Moments. What's the one dream you've tucked away?
One like tucked away forever or just for the moment?
Just for the moment, or both. Just for the moment or forever. You like, nah, I can't be an astronaut. I'm sorry. I don't like heights like that. Or
No, yeah, I think one that I tucked away for now is I really want to like make a clothing line at
Oh,
some point. I tucked it away a little, but it's something I still think about on the regular. So that might happen. I want to do something for like plus size women and um with with like active wear because I'm very active. I love health and fitness, and I would love to make a clothing line somehow with that.
that would be hot. Well,
Yeah,
you can do that. That would be great
yeah.
too. Oh, and then when you become Star Black, it can be the Star Black line. You can do that too.
Ah, listen,
That's what I'm talking about.
got it. Yep.
I absolutely love that. All right. So, author's moments. What was the most proudest moment from the past 12 months?
Oh, that's easy. When I left a relationship that wasn't good for me and I just found myself again. I put in the work these past few months, just loving myself the way I was loving other people. And I'm proud of myself. Like you have to put in the work for that change. And once you do it though, it's the best feeling in the world.
Oh my God. I'm proud of you too. Because no one needs no toxic relationship, honey. And if he don't know what he had, forget him.
Ah, yeah.
Okay? Like my niece be like, boy, bye. I'm like, why you gotta say it so hard? She come with the neck and everything. I'm like, girl, okay, we get it.
All in.
I get it. So that's what's up. Okay, Brittainy, let's see. Dead or alive? If you were hosting a dinner party and could invite 5 people from any era, who would it be?
Um, Maya Angelou, of
Mm.
course. I would love who else? Who else jumps in my head?
Oh
I
my Angela, you just want to talk to her, see
want
what
to
she.
talk to her and like get in her head. I just feel like it would be a very powerful conversation. I would love also Tiffany Haddish to bring in the comedy. We would be laughing. It would be a great time.
Yeah.
I would love Chris Evans because he's my little crush. He can come in the Captain America outfit if he chooses.
He could come.
Who else?
He could come.
Right? um, who else? Jane Austen. She's kind of what got me started with romance when I was young. That was a big one for me. And her story, her personal story, is pretty tragic. Like she never really got that love story that she created in her books. So it'd be cool to talk to her. And who else? I could go someone very. I don't know who else. That's a tough question on the spot because there's so many.
It is a lot. And then you think of dead or alive too, like who else
Right? Because
have
yeah,
dinner?
there's so many. I think some musician. I would love to add some musician. I'm not sure who. Like even like Whitney Houston.
Ooh.
Sing me some of those songs, Whitney, at the dinner party. Like
Girl, if Whitney is singing and Maya is talking,
that's it. That's a happy ending. Like I would check out of life. Like this is it. It can't be wrapped. That's it. That's a wrap.
I love it. I love that's a nice little dinner table right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. So, Brittainy, what do you do when you're not writing?
So I'm doing a lot of like random stuff that I should have did when I was a kid, but I'm doing it now.
Oh God, like what?
So like I'm in taekwondo classes. I just tested for my yellow belt. I'm about to test for purple. in
Okay.
2 weeks.
She was there whooping ass.
Right. I just got some roller skates. I'm roller skating. I'm trying to relearn how to do that. I'm taking swim lessons just to become a stronger swimmer, personal training classes. So I'm staying active in many ways.
You would have just listen. She got her vaccine shot and just said, "I'm out here just getting it."
We're doing it all.
I ain't mad at you at all. Okay, so Britt, how many books have you written, and which one is your favorite?
I am up to 18.
Mhm.
18, somewhere around there.
She
And
got a book for each country. Look, it's funny.
right. It's hard to say what's my favorite book because it changes so often. But the one that I relate to a lot is The Silent Waters. Because Maggie May is a very quiet girl in that book, and I grew up very shy, very closed off from the world. So I feel like a lot of me is in that book.
Brittainy, how is 8 of y'all? Right?
Yeah.
How did you come up very like closed off and very shy?
So yeah, so my home was my safe place, but in school I was bullied. I was bullied very extremely because of my speech issues. So I just wouldn't talk, and I closed myself off because I'm like, if I speak, they're going to bully me. So I just closed myself off and overthought everything, except for when I went home. I was the loudest person, and they still can't get me to shut up.
He held it in all day, so you had to go home and give it to him.
I was like, nah. And my mom was like, chill out. I'm like, I can't, Mom.
That is crazy. So now, like, honey, you are a best-selling author. So you should just go into all them people who bullied you. Just be like, hey, what's up?
What's up? How you do?
How you doing? You know, I can talk now. You want to hear me talk? And just
right. I might not pronounce the words right, but you can read them in a book.
How about that? Not only your book, an Amazon #1 best-selling book.
How you like me now?
How you? They love you now, baby. Love you.
Right.
I absolutely love this. Okay, so that's brought us to the end of our interview. We got one last question, but before we go, first I want to just say thank you so much for chatting with me. This has been you are so sweet.
Oh my gosh, thank you. This has been so fun.
I absolutely love it. And so let everybody know where they can contact Miss Brittainy, where they can follow you on social media and get your books.
Yeah, for sure. So
and let us know about the mixtape, the date that it's going to come out to.
Yes, definitely. So the best place to find me, I'm on Instagram the most. I'm slowly getting into TikTok. Instagram is bcherryauthor. You can find me there. You can email me at brittanycherry@gmail.com. You can reach me out there. Otherwise, I have my reader group on Facebook, Brittany's Golden Girls and Boys. We have some fun in there. And as far as, what was your next question?
Where can they get the mixtape? When they can get it?
Yes, so the mixtape comes out in Kindle's first reads, June 1st. So if you have Prime, you can read it early before everyone else. And then it officially comes out July 1st on Amazon. It's an exclusive through Amazon. You can get the audiobook, the paperback, and the Kindle all on the same day, which is super exciting. I love that.
That's what's up. Y'all go check out Miss Brittainy C. Cherry. It's not a pen name. That's her real name, honey.
That's just me. Yeah.
It's so, we love you. Brittainy, last question.
Yes.
If you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be?
The series of the WTF moments.
You know what?
Because listen, it's a roller coaster over here. I could just call it Roller Coaster Ride. That's the title.
She said the series of the WTF moments. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. All right, Brown Book Series. Please go check out Miss Brittainy C. Cherry. Brittainy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. All right, Brittainy, hold tight for me.
I will. Thank you, guys.
All right, Brown Book Series. If you liked the interview, and I know you did, just hit the like and subscribe button below. Make sure you go check out everything about Miss Brittainy C. Cherry. She's a wonderful lady, and she's going to be around for years and years and years and years and years and years to come. And mark my words, her books are going to be movies. And, you heard it here first on the Brown Book Series. And you guys, you know the routine. 6 o'clock, you're right here, Brown Book Series. At 7 o'clock, I'm sorry. See, that's that countryness talking too fast again. 7 o'clock, you're going to go on over to Authors Behind the Pages with author Reese Ryan. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to Cruise Radio with Iris Bolling for authors, for Iris Moments. I'm about to say Authors Moments. From Iris Moments. All right. 6 o'clock right here. 7 o'clock, Reese Ryan. 8 o'clock, Iris Bolling. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, author Brittainy C. Cherry, again for stopping by and joining. It was so awesome. I see you guys next week. Be blessed. Be safe.
Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you. It's for us. The fantasies. No one can judge us. No one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby.